What is up, everybody? This is Recap Rewind. I'm J-Lag, and I'm here with
NB.
And this episode is reviewing and recapping Siesta Key, Season 1, Episode 12, I believe it is. And it's called, I think the episode is called Much Ado About Juliette, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll put the real one on the title card.
So guys, we had some trouble with this series. We covered off the first few episodes in the beginning.
Yeah.
But we had sort of like this like internal struggle because we're like, the cast is pretty shady. Alex did something really messed up, or so it seemed. There was reports. So we didn't really know how to like approach this series.
Right.
We just weren't in the mood to like laugh and make fun of it. The show that like, you know, these reports came out and we were like disgusted by them.
So by episode 4, I guess if you like check out what we did last season or in the beginning of this season, we kind of just like left it.
We just left it because we didn't know how to like approach it. We didn't feel right. But
like,
now we're back.
We're like back again because
giving it another shot.
We're gonna give it another shot. It's like the second half of the first season, and it's. So, okay, hear us out, guys, for all sides and all the haters that are maybe pissed that we're coming back at the show. One of the main reasons why, and we talked about this offline, I kind of sold it to NB. And the reason why is because in the first episode, as we see, Alex, who was our main pain point as the reason why we stopped doing the show, he leaves. He has to go. First, he gets his face knocked out. So it was a bit of a, you know, like a karmic resolution for me at least. I was like, okay, he got something that was coming. And he got his like jaw wired shut, and then he leaves for law school. So fingers crossed, he's not going to be a part of the storyline at all the second half of the season. So that was my main sell point to NB, to be like, can we do the show again? Because it's still just a lot of fun to
make
fun of.
And look, you know what? It's so much fun to make fun of. And honestly, yes to second chances. And yes to, you know, if you guys are going to make a show and have a big audience like this and have a big following, do something good with it at least. You know what I mean? I will give you guys that second chance to show me what you guys have in store for us. I
do feel like this season the second half of the season has a different energy already.
It does, for sure. It does.
And it seems like they're taking a, like you said, a more meaningful direction with the story that they kind of want to tell. Because this is the first episode, we're just going to do a general overview. Intro of the season, like how we feel about it so far. We get introduced to our OG characters, Juliette, Chloe, Madison, Garrett, Brandon, Polly, Alex. Other side chick, I forget her name, the one with the Audi tattoo. She's not a part of the storyline anymore.
Oh my god, yeah, she wasn't in it. Thank goodness. For
she's
sure.
So
extra. She's ratchet.
And then we get a few new characters added to the cast.
Right.
So the main ones that I wrote down were Hannah, Cartwheel Hannah.
Who? Who?
Cartwheel.
Who's Hannah?
Hannah is.
All she says is.
Yeah.
She's
like, yeah. And we're introduced to her as she does like a full out backflip on the grass. So that's why I want to call her Cartwheel Hannah. And then we have, and she's friends with Juliette.
Right.
Just another blonde bee, guys. Come on. And then we have Tarek, who's Madison's friend from, I guess, childhood friend. And
he's back from Miami, apparently.
Right. So he's kind of cute.
He's cute.
And he's up my team. He's gay. So adding that little layer into the storyline, which is kind of cool. And it's funny because I think
so excited. You're like,
I was like, is this me? Because he's got the hots for Garrett too. So I'm like, yes. I'm like, this is my character.
I was dying.
So I think that's the really cool thing about this too, because we also have Canvas, who works with Chloe at the bar. And we said it, first episode of Siesta Key, season 1, episode 1, we were like, how are you guys going to tell me that in in Florida, there are 0 colored people?
Well, there was Brandon
does not count. Okay.
Why?
He just doesn't count because he's the token, and like tokens don't count.
Okay.
You gotta have like
more
a
than one
multicultural cast.
Okay.
Come on, guys. So the fact that they inserted Tarek, the fact that they inserted Canvas is the right direction, in my opinion.
But when you say multicultural, they should have like an Asian then, a Persian, an Italian. Fair. You know what I mean?
True.
Let's go.
That's fair.
Let's go.
Like, let's get to like maybe like the next. This is the next upgrade. So we got some upgrades into the cast, 2 new colored characters.
And it shouldn't really matter. That
Yes,
shouldn't matter.
Absolutely, yes,
but
definitely.
When I have 8 people that look like Juliette on the cast, and they all sound the same, and they say the same thing, and they have the same house, and they drive the same cars,
absolutely.
That is not a show to me. Show me different people.
Yes, different perspectives. So yeah, it's good that Tarek is even gay. So because we have that gay perspective as well.
Yeah, like it's.
And then we have Carson, who's also just like a basic white boy, and he's friends with.
Yeah, he was boring too. Like he wasn't even like alpha male. I felt like he was just like lose.
He was like, I just drink and like play football.
Like
so
at least with Alex,
characters.
he was like an alpha male.
Yeah.
You know?
So since we're talking about the characters, let's talk about a little bit of the drama that's been inserted with each and every one of them. Hannah, in this first episode, Cartwheel Hannah, she throws the first party of the season,
right?
Like
as you do
party.
when you're the new castmate,
exactly, or the one that has a name now, like a real name. So because she was in the first half of the season, like
she was like Juliette's sidekick.
Yeah, but she would just literally be like tanning and be like yeah, and it's funny because, and I was saying this at NB, I seriously think that the editors are
I hope so.
low key making fun of these guys, because there's a moment where they're both like, where this character's introduced and she's talking to Juliette once again, and they're side to side, and they're having like basic ass conversations. They're like, this is great, this looks like fun, and then Juliette's like, yeah, and then she's like, yeah. And I'm like, they're basically doing a throwback to the first first part of the season where they say the exact same thing, and like that's just their conversation. It's just like yeah. So I was like laughing because I'm like, the editors 100 are making fun of these bitches. So that was funny. She doesn't really add too much character to the storyline other than the fact that she throws a first party.
And I think she has money, so she's probably gonna be like the
one of the people.
Yeah, that
has
parties all the time.
Like, I got a Cartier bracelet. Don't say that this is like a headband or whatever. So
and I think she's a boyfriend or something, or a fiance or something too.
Right.
They give her like a side story.
Like a side story with Garrett, so they can like go on 4 group.
True.
Couples.
Yeah.
So that's that character. Let's talk about Tarek for a second. So like I said, he's friends with Madison, childhood friends with Madison. He's back from South Beach.
It almost sounded like when they were talking, it sounded like Tarek went to the same high school as everyone else.
Yeah.
But I don't think Madison went to the same high school.
Madison might have gone somewhere else because she was asking about all these people.
Maybe she went to like a private school or something.
So that's a good point. He does kind of give us a little bit low-key tea on some of the characters. We kind of assume these things already. But he straight up calls Juliette the Regina George of the high school. She's like, she was a total bitch, because Madison says, listen, your man Garrett, and who he had the hots for, is now dating Juliette. And he was like, damn it. So what do you think of his character? They kind of do mention a little bit of potential drama in his storyline with his parents not knowing that he's gay.
Right. I think I'm excited for his character. It's a breath of fresh air for sure. I love his dynamic with Madison.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them. Yeah, I'm excited to see them together and like what comes from his storyline, you know?
Yeah.
I just hope they don't use his storyline as like the one good thing about this show. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Like give it more than just that.
It needs more than just his storyline to be
true.
like a good show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean. But it is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
They're making it political and making it, give it a little bit of heart.
Yeah.
Instead of like drama. Then we have Canvas, and she's the instigator to kind of put a wedge between
Brandon and Madison.
What do you think of her character? What do you think of how she was introduced, and like, what do you expect of her?
I liked her. I have a hard time, guys, believing this shit. Like, really? Like, I did not believe that whole...
your belief. I
didn't believe that whole scene with, like, her and Brandon. Like, dude, Brandon's girlfriend's, like, right there. Like, he would not be flirting with this girl, right? Unless he was.
I mean...
I don't believe it. I see their Instagrams. They're together. They're happy. They're in love. So, like, I have a hard time believing that.
Right.
She's thrown in there to probably just cause the tension, but I'll keep watching and seeing what happens with her. Yeah. Like, she was cute.
What did you think of her attitude toward the fact that, like, Tarek basically went up to her and said, listen, back the F off? Like, that's someone...
I think that was pretty extra of Tarek, though, to do that.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
It was, like, too much right at the start. Like, just wait a bit more.
Yeah.
Like, lurk on her a bit more and, like, get more dirt and then, like, do that.
I mean, here's the thing.
He did, like, right away.
This is the way that I look at it, too. If you had a man and I was out there looking at this situation and you were like, no, I totally trust him and I'm seeing him doing some shady shit, like, literally right behind you, and you just don't want to cause some drama.
Yeah.
I'm likely gonna talk to the fucking chick that's like lurking up on your man too. I'd be like, listen, bitch.
But like, go talk to him too first. Like,
I would definitely talk to your man too,
like,
and I would
maybe go to him first, then this random ass girl that just
Fair
came into the
point,
picture
fair
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and like Madison does talk to Brandon later, and is like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know, I'm still drunk. Like he acted like a fool the entire time. But yeah, you're right. It's probably likely some extra drama that was added to the production. And B's like looking at me. She's like, it's all fucking fake. It's all fake. Like they have a script at this point. They do read throughs in the morning. So that's what's happening with that situation. And then we have Carson. He's not even worth really talking about.
No, that's what I mean. Like he's not even like worth talking about.
But he did get a title card, and that's the only reason why I wrote him down, because he got like he was
like
card.
Alex M. Like really, like he didn't do anything.
Took the extra one. But yeah, I mean, I guess he maxed out with.
I miss Laguna Beach.
I know, right? These kinds of shows make me miss like the OG cast.
Yeah, like it's interesting. I was reading something quickly just about the comparison between like Alex and Steven. It was like they compared them because it's kind of like the story is about this guy and these girls fighting over this guy. But they were like, with Steven, it was so different because he did have so many redeeming qualities. Like he really was like a good guy. Yeah. He just couldn't figure out which girl he wanted. And so you fell for that, right?
He was a typical teenage boy. And he wasn't a rich, privileged teenage boy.
And he wasn't like a jock. He wasn't like, he had like his little dinky little car and his skateboard. Like, so he wasn't this like jock, kind of guy. But with Alex, it's like, there's really nothing good about him. Like you're not really pulled into his like life, so it's hard to like have him as this like token character.
It's true. It's true. And I think that's why it didn't work. And on top of the fact that like IRL, he was doing his dad really funded the
show too. Like it's just like didn't feel right.
Exactly. So so that's all the characters. But in terms of old drama, new drama, there is, I guess one of the driving factors is Garrett and Juliette. And
so the biggest
Kelsey.
thing that happened in this episode is basically like Garrett is totally with Juliette
now,
but after one of the parties, I guess Kelsey goes home with Garrett,
right?
passes out on his couch. Nothing happens apparently.
And Chloe finds out.
And through Snapchat that Kelsey was at Garrett's house.
And she's obligated for whatever reason. It's not obligated. She's just like a shit disturber. And
what do you think about Kelsey?
Kelsey. Here's the thing. From what we know of her from season 1, she done some stupid dumb shit. I was rooting for her from the get-go because she was a new girl and I really wanted her to like succeed. But Garrett kind of says it even in this first episode. Like, you wanted the fame, you just wanted to fuck the famous rich guy and you wanted to do all this stuff, and that's what happened to you, and that's why we're not together anymore. A part of me does feel that that's probably true, but I don't know, something about it also makes me feel like she's still a real insecure human girl.
I think
she does have redeeming qualities, and I do feel for her in some regards.
What are her redeeming qualities?
I don't feel that she's like a savage witch like Juliette.
No, for sure. You know what I mean? No, she's not.
There's a different storyline there.
Yeah.
I don't know I know that she's not perfect. I know that she's not like a Madison who like keeps out of the drama and like doesn't get into some dumb shit. Like she's done some dumb shit. Why the hell are you sleeping at some other man's?
Yeah, like go home.
Go home.
Get an Uber
you know
go
better.
Home. Yeah,
Like you both know better. So why are you doing this stupid shit? Yeah. So I get that, but she's also someone who doesn't seem to have the regard for Juliette, period, statement. So she doesn't give no shits. If she's gonna stay at someone's place, she's not gonna be like, oh, but Juliette's gonna get real pissed. So her doing this second half of the season, am I surprised that she's doing it so quick right after like it literally happened already before? No, I'm not surprised, because I think that she's like doing dumb shit with her life right now.
I think Kelsey has a lot of learning to do, and I think a rude awakening is like coming to her.
Right.
I think she thinks she wants to be a model. I don't think she's ever gonna be a model. Real talk. I don't think that's gonna happen for you. I think she has like a lot to like really look at in her life and to just like see it. You know what I mean? I feel like she doesn't like book herself. She needs to book herself more often.
Right.
I think she's a really cool person. Like I started off like loving her. I was like, she seems cool.
Yeah.
Now that her and Madison are like friends, I'm like, I'm sure there's like a coolness that they like vibe off of together.
Right.
It's just like, girl, you do some like weird ass, really insecure things, and I'm like, you're so much better than this though. Like
exactly.
Juliette's like Juliette. You're different.
You're better
just
than
be,
that.
Just be better. Yeah.
That's so true. And like, I guess it's going back to the fact that like you don't really know what's real or not. Like the fact that they literally showed up in the exact same bathing suit to the pool party.
Oh my God.
I was like, you see these things and I'm like, they're literally making them like rivals. This is the LC Kristen storyline. You know what I mean?
You have to also tell yourself too, like, it's even beyond the producers of the show. When you are on a show and getting hired to be a cast member on this show,
right,
you want to insert yourself in the drama too, because you want to be relevant. You want to be included in the next season. You want to be into the main storyline. So like, as much as we say the producers do this shit, I feel like they do it too. They play 100%. On it, and they have to sort of orchestrate their own drama because they want to still be on the show and then get paid and make money.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
They have to be smart too, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like she needs to like, yeah, you're right. Grow up and figure her life out and just stay out of all this dumb drama. But at the same time, not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of Juliette. I don't think I ever will be because I feel like she's got way too many insecurities that she's got to deal with.
If she was funny, I could give her that at least. I could be like, yo, she's savage, but she's jokes. Like, she's so... Like, Kristen Cavallari was, like, so savage and so bitchy, but she was jokes. Like,
she was my favorite character.
She was, like, literally everyone's favorite character because she was, like, jokes to watch. Yeah. So, like, at least at that point, you're like, I love you, though, because you make me laugh.
Yeah.
Juliette's, like, you're just savage and, like, you're not funny.
Yeah. And
so it's like,
and you seem, you have, like, blonde, dumb moments. Like, you're not the shit.
Even beyond that, yeah. Like, you don't make me laugh. Like, it's not fun to watch you. Like,
yeah. So yeah, I just like I feel at this point in time, like she hasn't changed. I mean, I guess it's only been a year, so like you're not gonna change. But she's really rude. There's a moment actually where she talks to Canvas and she was like, "Oh, I work at the tiki bar," and she's like, "Why don't I work at the tiki bar?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's because I go to school." And I'm like, you don't have to say that kind of extra shit.
Yeah.
Don't be such a bitch, okay?
But you know what? You can't teach these people these things. It's who they are.
You're right.
It's so ingrained in them.
You're right.
Even when there's a camera
in
front of their face, exactly. Like they don't even know how to talk because like that's who legit they are. Like that's it, right?
It's true. Y'all need to live and learn. If any of you guys are listening to us, no shade, but we just want to be.
No shade.
We just want to. We just want to be better people. Like,
and that's what I mean. Like you have a sick show. You're on MTV. You have a message. Like guys, like do something sick.
Do something
for
amazing.
the world.
Do something amazing.
That's all
Absolutely.
I ask.
I agree. Like I also feel that Juliette like is the one right now, and it shows. She did it with Alex, and she's doing it now with Garrett. She's like the snipey, angry like girlfriend who's like, "Why are you doing all this crazy shit?" Like. It's not just about the boys who are screwing her over. It's also the fact that she turns into this monster. So anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but like that's just how I feel about her character and her situation. So I think that's all the drama. I wanted to really quick like roundup if we can.
Recap roundups.
Best moment.
So my best moment was Kelsey showing up to the beach party. Because I thought it was like a sick like oh snap moment because like it's like the slow motion she walks in and it was very like it was like a mirror to like the season 1 episode 1 where she walks in with Garrett and she's like wearing this beautiful flowy dress and she's like the new girl and who is that, but this time she's walking in solo and it's more like who's this evil bitch, like who invited her. It was an interesting like way to see it, but also I was like at that point in time I was like, Kelsey, come through, like, you know, like I'm still kind of rooting for you. Like, just be a good person now. So that was my favorite moment.
My favorite moment was obviously Alex. just seeing his face like freaking, like brucked up. Like, it was just, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but like it was like
he's like
funny.
He's like, guys,
he's like, I think I deserved it. Like karma's a B. Like he's
true.
like, I need to stop hanging around like bars like late at night. I just need to fix my life. And then like we see him like driving off into the sunset. He, like go to law school.
Go to law school now. Like live your life.
WTF moment.
My WTF moment was seeing Brandon flirt with Canvas at the party because I felt like he was just being like, what's wrong with you? Your girlfriend's literally like 5 feet away from you and his hand's like here, and his whole excuse the entire time was like, I'm so drunk. This is me suspending my belief that it's real. Okay? Like
I'm feeling you, don't worry, I'm on your side.
So that was my like WTF moment.
My WTF moment was that first scene with like Brandon and and Madison.
Yeah.
It was so cheesy.
I was like,
dying.
this is so
I was like, this is
forced.
so extra and so forced.
So forced.
And he was like, I love you. She's like, yeah, I love you too. I'm like, oh, this feels so weird.
Yeah,
like
let's go
I
walk
wasn't
into the
feeling it.
sunset.
Just was not feeling it.
Yeah, it's so
I was like, this is very weird.
Like, get out of here.
MVP.
My MVP of the episode is, and I feel like it's always going to be this person, Madison. I just feel like she's like this wholesome person, and I like watching her on screen, and she makes me feel like I'm centered.
What do you
and
think
grounded.
about her and Kelsey like being roommates now?
I think it's cute because, that's the thing too. I feel that because she's friends with Kelsey and they're really close, it just goes to show that I believe
Like Kelsey's cool.
that Kelsey is a cool person.
I can see that.
Like she might be coming off as like this insecure crazy bitch and like who does dumb stuff. She probably is, but she's also not an evil bitch like Juliette.
Yeah.
So MVP.
I'm gonna say Chloe.
Really?
I'm gonna say Chloe because I feel like she's, as much as she's like a cray-cray, she's like, she makes sure everyone's okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she makes sure Alex is okay. She makes sure like Polly's okay.
I mean, she's not friends with Alex anymore.
Oh yeah,
She cut him
true.
out.
Who was the one that? Oh, that was Madison.
Right. She checks.
Madison checks in on him.
So, MVP.
No. I'm still gonna say Chloe.
Okay.
I feel like, I know as much as you say she's like crazy.
Yeah.
I still feel like she like means well though. Do you know what I mean? I don't think she's evil.
You feel that way.
Yeah, I don't think she's evil. I think she's like extra. I think she cares about people. Like she cares about Polly. Like seeing her and Polly together, I'm like, their friendship is so cute though. Like she legit like cares about him.
True.
I want to see Chloe like pick herself up this season and like be a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
LVP.
My LVP is gonna go to Hannah. Hannah. I don't know who you are.
Cartwheel Hannah.
I think she's so extra. I wish she.
Like, who are you? Who are you? Go away.
Yeah.
They literally just introduced her so they can use her house for this party.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what else are you doing here? My LVP is Polly. I was kind of sad to see him again. I was like, go away.
I was like,
You're
oh,
still
he's
the
still
same annoying
drinking.
person.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he's back.
He's like, party's here. It's like, oh, go away. I forgot that you're part of the cast. Yeah, he's just still doing the dumb shit, same dumb shit, and I was just like over it.
The best line. What?
Yeah, because this show has no best lines.
It's like terrible.
The only reason why I put this down as my favorite line was because I was dying of laughter when it happened. I had to go back and like actually capture it, and it's our two favorite people, Chloe and Polly.
Yeah.
In the bar in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And she is sloshed, like so drunk, and she's holding a shot with him, and she's like this. I'm gonna try to do it. She's like, cheers to the simple life, the good life, to the positivity and always supportive. Never negativity, okay? Only up from here. She's so fucked up, and that's what she says.
But she means well.
She does mean well. You're right.
See?
Because I was trying to like clock her and be like, what she's saying doesn't make any sense. She makes sense.
Yeah.
She just sounds
She's
completely
just
drunk.
trash.
So that's why it's my best line, because I'm like, this is such a real moment, but she's so fucked up. It was so funny.
You know what was the best though? When they played like previously on.
Yeah.
And it showed Juliette's what comes around goes around.
Yeah. I'm like, that's not the right line, girl.
Died. And you can see, I think it was Garrett's face.
like,
He's like,
yeah.
I think you got to take that again, girl. Yeah, one more time.
Like, can we cut and like do that one more time? Like,
One more
rewind?
time.
Yeah. It was so funny. Whenever I see that scene too, I die of laughter. So that's the episode, guys. We're gonna do a regular recap, or maybe we'll just keep doing it this way, like where it's like short and sweet. Let us know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for listening, guys. Bye.